I got there and I hadn't slept the night before and I was, you know, extremely tired, I could go and have a nap in one cinema and no one would bother me. If I wanted to hang out with everyone and be around all the people, we would stay in the candy bar bit, like, you know, hungry, eat all the candy bar, bored, play the little games. And I won 3 teddies on that machine.
One of the really good things about the shoot was Adrian, the producer's wife's cooking. That was amazing. Like, I remember the first day we went in there and there was banana bread and like, I just remember eating everything.
I slept a lot on the floor because I would always come in at 10 p.m. sharp when we were supposed to come in and start filming. But for some reason, Glenn would always be like, yeah, we'll do your scene in a minute, we'll do your scene in a minute. No, next scene. And then it'd be 4 o'clock in the morning and someone would kick me on the floor going, Kate, wake up, it's your scene. So me and the floor, we had good times. I really hope they cleaned that floor.
My character Josh is being attacked by the killer and he's kind of, you know, panicking. We had a few takes of that where I was breathing really deeply and started to go all dizzy, and then I'd kind of get up and have a bit of a break and it would, you know, you'd do it again. But then after a while, my hands kind of went all numb and kind of got stuck out in front of me, which was a bit awkward because literally after a while I couldn't feel my arms and then I couldn't move them, so I was just kind of, it was a bit awkward, especially driving home.
Lots of late nights. Yeah. Lots of, all right, just go to sleep for a couple of hours. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 3 now. Keep on, be funny.
Yeah.
Lots of that.
And of course, I was working unfortunate hours at that point. So there was many sleepless nights and I even sort of went into work, I think, with remnants of blood on my, you know, around my lips. I'm sure, I don't know what my colleagues must have thought I was doing, but...
Didn't love the fact that there are like mirrors everywhere in that big main room. I'm wearing a really short skirt, so I couldn't sit down, bend over, bend down. I had to be like, can you come and pick up my handbag that's at my feet? Because no matter which way I turn, somebody's gonna cop an eyeful.
All right, my death scene was basically I get stabbed in the temple with my own shoe. Brilliant. And they, once again, were bridesmaid shoes that I had. And so I got stabbed in the temple, but we had to cut off the heel in order to like stick it. And so we shot that night, it was great, woohoo, got covered in fake blood. But then I went home and, you know, I just left that one broken shoe somewhere and my mum found it and was like, well, that's rubbish, chucked it out. And then that brings up the issue of continuity because the next week we had to reshoot me being actually stabbed and I didn't have any shoes that matched that. So we had to bring in some white, clunky, it didn't even look like the original shoe. And I'm pretty sure if you look close enough and you like do a bit of a rewind, you will notice that they are not at all the same shoe. But, you know, don't look that closely. It'll ruin the effect.
Yeah, it was just a weird angle, just the way I was handcuffed, and yeah, sometimes it hurt, but that was okay. The worst thing was getting the syrup in my ear. It took about 3 months to get all that out. That was the worst for the blood.
I considered doing like some real elaborate kill gags, like using prosthetics, like getting heads chopped off, limbs ripped off and whatnot. But the more I thought about it, the more we thought it was going to be impractical. Plus, not really necessary, because a lot of films have done awesome kill scenes, and trying to top that stuff can get expensive and time consuming. And also, it wasn't really that necessary. We felt we could keep the gag simple.
I think the filming of the death scene was one of the ones I enjoyed most.
When Matt dies, he's sitting in the cinema, so we couldn't get too elaborate because we couldn't risk damaging, having blood spray everywhere or whatever with this all over the furniture.
I had a great, massive, big sort of knife sticking out of my mouth.
Half a knife blade in his mouth, and another, the knife hilt with the blade missing under his neck, and it's like the arrow through the head gag, one of the oldest gags in the book.
covered in this blood. Well, it was sweet blood. They made it quite pleasant. And but I had to hold a great deal of it in my throat because I sort of coughed and spluttered it.
It looks good. It's a simple effect that looks horrific.
How did you get the illusion? I actually chewed this food myself and spat it into here. So I've even got lots of saliva. Yeah. And just a little bit of anal blood.
It looks like someone just diarrhea and like ripped around.
So, yeah, beautiful. There you go. Hold that bucket. I think the whole thing we can get. What if you tip it? Oh. Yeah! Oh my god! Oh my god! Get me out of here! Oh my god! Someone call that in! Cut. I feel like I'm going to sort of just so you can see that, so we get the mental side in.
It's like a volume button.
Okay.
I'm at the Metro Cinema in Blythefield. Blythefield. Yes, we've got we've got a cinema full of bodies. You know what?
Jason.
Like 30 of them. I don't know what is going. Listen to me. You need to send somebody now.
A bit sooner. And go more, and go more into detail. Like just after you just set in place, whatever sort of thing. And just walk right over it. Like, say yes, I'll hold should be the last line before you go off. Be more direct, like they don't know anything about it. Explain to them what's happening.
Okay. I need to know you're here. Stace. There's a group. Jason.